Let's talk about player props this week. I want to talk about one game specifically here this week. Oddly enough, the game being played in London, Jags versus the Bears. Let's start off talking about the running backs. We had a bit of a scare early on with DAndre Swift, but now it is very clear he's the RB1. He has been dominating over the past 2 weeks. However, I'm not sure that volume is the way to play Swift this week. His line for rushing yards is currently at 55.5. The Jags defense hasn't really allowed much volume to opposing running backs. In fact, the only back to exceed 55 yards on them this year was Jerome Ford back in week 2. What I do like here with Swift is his receiving yards. His line is currently at 20.5 receiving yards, and I like the over on that. He's hit that mark in every single game this year except for week 1. The Jags are constantly giving up volume through the air to opposing running backs, so lean into it. Now, when it comes to rushing yards, I actually want to focus in on the Jags running backs here. Chicago's vulnerability has been on the ground this season. They are dealing with injuries in their secondary, and they are likely going to be missing their cornerback Tyreek Stevenson, but still, I prefer leaning into the ground game for the Jags here. The lines are very intriguing. Travis Etienne is set at 41.5, and Tank Bigsby is at 39.5, just 2 yards separating the theoretical RB1 and the backup. This might make you think we're getting a bargain here on Travis Etienne. I don't really buy it. I am leaning towards Tank Bigsby as this backfield continues to evolve. I think we see a split where the groundwork shifts more towards Bigsby, with Etienne contributing on the ground as well, but thriving through the air really. So I'm taking the over on Bigsby at 39.5 rushing yards. Now let's hit one receiving prop here. It is low-hanging fruit to go with the Bears, but we're going with the low-hanging fruit that is DJ Moore. The Jags defense has been demolished by wide receivers all season long, and I expect that trend to continue here. Short and sweet, we'll keep it simple. Moore leads the way. I like the over on his receiving yards at 65.5. And if you're looking for an anytime touchdown, I like DJ Moore for that as well.